next up we have like the carving demo. So you can always just freehand carve. You could just carve like lines in or patterns or kind of carve in texture. But I also wanted to show you how you could do a carving from something you printed off the internet, or even if you cut it out of a magazine or something, wherever you could get it, or maybe you drew it yourself, and then we can transfer it onto our pot. So this is leather hard, and I'm just going to place my little drawing. A very little tiny bit of moisture here just to help that paper stick, which it's not still. Try this if my sponge isn't working. Just gonna give it a little spray, wipe that extra off because I don't want a lot, otherwise my paper really sticks. Okay, so it's just sticking a little bit. Now my favorite tool to impress the design in is just a ballpoint pen, or it could be a dull pencil. Essentially, you're just looking for something that's not going to rip your paper while you're doing this. I'm going to try to find the best way to show you this. So I recommend, if you're looking for something on the internet to cut out, I just typed in stencils or stencil designs, because then they take kind of the thought process out of it for you, and you already know what it is you're going to be carving. I'm going to be carving the black area. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and trace over this. So I am pressing firmly with my pen so that I can feel it kind of digging into the clay, so I know it's going to give me my pattern. Just going over everything. So this is very I'm going to peel the paper away slowly, because if I did get a little too much water, I don't want some of that paper to stay behind. And then, let's see. So now you can see that that pattern is very lightly on the clay body. Now the fun part, we get to figure out which tools we need. So at school we have a big bin of like larger size loop tools, and then we have a bin of like more detailed kind of smaller ones. Some have rounded edges, some have square edges. So it kind of just depends on what it is you need for what you're making. So you just kind of dig around to get what you need. I picked a round and a flat. Now what I'd like you to get away from when you're doing, carvings is just outlining this pattern. I actually want you to remove the whole, lower the whole pattern so that the blacks are completely lower than these white areas, okay? So when I do this, I'm just going to start by removing the lines. And it is kind of a lengthy task, because once I've scooped everything out, I then also have to go back and clean it up. As you can see, it's kind of messy right now. I'm going to just keep working away. I'll fast forward the rest of this video for you.